I feel like one of the most important things in life is pacing and thinking directly in terms of interpersonal relationships. But this is with everything, if you've got a goal in sport, or if you're trying to get through uni and you're doing like a fast track course, you're doing your like 3-4 year degree, pacing is so important. You don't want to burn out, you don't want to overextend yourself, you don't want to go too hard too fast. You got to know the speed at which you're trying to work. When it comes to relationships, I think especially romantic relationships, a lot of young people, and I'm definitely one of them, have a tendency to like rush in, and that's quite risky. I mean, you have to read the situation. How much time do you two as people potentially have? You've got to pace it to that. If it's like, okay, you just met this person and it's one night in a city, you'll never see them again, yeah, you can't really be taking things slow. But if this is somebody who you've been like passively involved with for a while, or suddenly become quite infatuated with, pacing is so important. You can't rush it. I think you can compare it to saying the flame that burns twice as hot burns half as long. And I think it's important to understand pacing in a professional environment too. A lot of people that are becoming entrepreneurs, that's definitely the way forward in this kind of market. Be independent, take control of your own life and finances. But then there's the marketing side of things. You have to market to people, you have to make relationships constantly with people in order to sell your product or service. You need to know how to pace that induction from them being a lead to a client. Nobody likes salesmen when they just come around your door and say like, hey, buy this. It's like, no thank you. Or people that just put the proposition out too early. You have to be able to read the situation. With romantic relationships, you'll meet someone and your emotions will flow together. It'll be like kind of the magic and the alchemy and the sparks, and there's a lot of energy transmutation. No matter how you're communicating, there's this very tangent energy that's coming from that. You might have similar interests, you might not. You might have a similar lifestyle, you might not. And you may have a similar romantic background and you might not. Somebody might have had a lot more traumatic, bruising experiences in the past that you might not have. And so that really dictates the pacing that you have to take it at. How guarded is this person? How much can you gauge their interest? How much are they giving to you? And trying to match that. Because it's easy to kind of get caught up in it and take shortcuts with every relationship. Things happen very naturally when you follow the correct pacing, and that pacing isn't trying to dictate or change the natural order of things. It's about maintaining the boundaries within yourself in order to control the outflow of your energy. And these principles apply to everything, they really do. Anything that involves extending your energy into a task, into a person, into the outside world, all requires pacing. And I think romantic analogies become the most poignant because it's something we so tangibly and deeply connect with and often long for. So yeah,